Now, some things to consider when programming drums are, just start thinking like a drummer. Listen to all the types of music you like and begin to zero into where the kick and the snare fall and where they're placed. Listen to all the parts and start to become accustomed to where they go. Here's some quick tips in drum programming that we kind of take from the real world. Typically, a drummer will be playing hi-hat parts, and then they'll change to a bell sound, maybe after the bridge, to play out the rest of the song. So they'll start out with, and it'll be either one or the other. And also notice that the hi-hats are normally not played at the same time at the toms. That really bugs me when people do a, well, let me actually go to a new pattern. And they'll go, and then just drop some hi-hats on there. And then they'll drop some tom fills on there. The hi-hats are playing the same time as the tom fills. Now that doesn't happen in the real world because you're either playing hi-hats or you're playing your toms. So in this situation, I would drop out the hi-hat at the time when those those fills are right there. Some other things to consider is that at the end of fills, you typically will drop a crash on the one, and that's normally hit with a kick drum to give it a good punch. So it'll go. That sounds kind of gutless, where if you hit the kick drum and that at the same time, that sounds better. The open hi-hats are normally played as an accent to your closed hi-hats. So you don't use them a lot of the time unless you're playing a really sloppy, like a rock pattern that want to go. Side sticks are normally played in ballads, like and then maybe in the chorus you might want to switch to snare. Truth is, you've heard these so-called rules of drumming for years and you're familiar with them, even if you've never really listened for them intently. But once you start to program your own beats, you'll start tapping on the dashboard of your car and, I don't know, you just start thinking like a drummer. But I would definitely warn you that as you're starting out here, pay attention to recording less parts rather than more parts. Please avoid the rookie mistake of recording patterns like this. It's like we recorded the entire thing. Remember, you're not recording a drum solo, you're recording a backing pattern that will sit in your mix of your bass part, the guitars, keys, vocals, and the drum pattern should be an accompaniment, not the star. So real-time recording is easy to do, and you do it in real time. This method of recording is great for those of you who just have patterns in your head and you just want to play them out. But if you come from more of a music theory background where you write all your parts out, then you may want to step these patterns in. Let's record into a new pattern. Let's move to Wouldn't it be awesome to get free weekly advice from an expert in the pro audio industry? An expert who's worked with the biggest names in the business, including Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Phil Collins, Chicago, Diana Ross, Mary J. Blige, and Aretha Franklin. For a limited time, ProAudioDVDs.com has put together an entire year-long course on all the stuff you want to know. It gets delivered in high-resolution videos and articles to your email inbox every week. Oh, and get this, it's free. So, Why the heck do we give away $197 of free pro audio training? That's just how we roll. I'm David Wells, and you're just minutes away from your first lesson. Go to www.proaudiodvds.com and sign up for the Pro Audio Academy. That's www.proaudiodvds.com and sign up in the little yellow box.